Good evening. So I'm speaking today about a mind is a terrible thing to waste. So my first instinct was to look up what a mind is. So dictionary told me a mind is a human consciousness that originates in the brain, dealing with thoughts, feelings, emotions, perception, will, memory, imagination. So basically, I got your mind is who you are. You are what your mind is. So I guess the next question would be, how do you avoid wasting your mind? And my answer to that is focus. When you're focused on something, your mind cannot wander to everywhere it wants to be. It can't pick up dirty things. It can't pick up dirty thoughts. When you're focused, your mind is stable. Without focus, you're wasting your mind. So I guess my first scripture will come from Titus 1 and 15. It says, "To the pure, all things are pure, but to those who are defiled and unbelieving, nothing is pure. But even their mind and conscience are defiled." So I thought to myself, what does defiled mean? And I looked it up, and it said to make foul, unclean, dirty. So it says that defiled and unbelieving, nothing is pure. So basically, it's putting defiled and unbelieving in one category. So if you're unbelieving, you are impure, you are dirty, you are defiled, as it says. And if you are defiled, your mind is unclean, it's dirty, it's foul, which means you're wasting your mind on unholy things, on pure things. So I guess what your question probably is, what do I focus on? And the answer is simple: focus on God and His promises and His will. With that, you are pure, you are holy, you are undirty, you are unclean, you're pure. So my next scripture I will go to will be Romans. Romans 12 and 2. And it says, "And do not be condemned to this world, but be transformed by renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is the good and acceptable and perfect will of God." So my next thing was, what does transform mean? And I already know what it means, but I looked it up anyway, and it says a change in character, a change in nature, a change in attitude. So it's saying that also that's what conform means. Conform means the same, be in line with, be similar with. So like I said before, if you're unbelieving, you are of the world because you don't believe what God is, who God is. But it says, do not be conformed the same as the world. And if the world is unbelieving, you cannot be unbelieving because you are impure, which means your mind is being wasted on unholy things, which means your mind is unfocused on unholy things. So it says, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So how do you renew your mind? Well, if you're unfocused, simple, focus on God. When you focus on God, your mind is renewed, it is rechecked, it is resubmitted to the will of God. So after that, you renewed your mind, you're focused on God, then what? Then you're transformed. But not just you, it's your whole, it's your mind. And like I said, your mind is who you are. So if your mind is transformed, you are therefore transformed. So, let me recap that again. If you are transformed with your mind, you are transformed. Because I said earlier, you are your mind. And what is your mind? Your emotions, your perception, your thought process, your will, your memory, and your imagination. That is your mind. And if it is renewed and focused on God, it is unstable. If it's renewed, it's focused on God, it is stable. It just can't wander off. It can't be interfered by unholy things of the world, of those unbelieving. So, you're transformed, you're renewed, you're focused. Okay, what does that mean? It means your mind is not wasted anymore. It means your mind is focused on God. It's not longer wasted. You are believing what God says. You are believing what His word is. So,